Welcome back to another video. This video is probably going to be late, but it's okay. It's okay if I have late videos as long as I still output the one video a week. It's Andrew. My name is Andrew. Welcome back to another video. So in my last video, I was kind of talking about recognizing patterns I've been seeing in other people. And this past weekend, we had a party for a lot of birthdays in my family. And I noticed that leading up to the party, I wasn't in a very good mood at all. I think a lot of things were affecting me, and it just made me not excited to be a part of this party. And so I was kind of just tired and drained, and the fact that the party hadn't even started yet and more people were coming, and everyone was in a happy mood, I was just drained. And I noticed that I tend to get drained and then want to go isolate myself. And then as I isolate myself, I kind of feel better and worse. I feel better and worse after isolating myself. I can recuperate my social battery just a little bit because I'm not surrounded by so many people and so many things that are going on at the same time. But at the same time that I'm re-energizing, I'm also kind of draining. I'm draining because of all the thoughts I'm having in my head about isolating myself. And so I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm isolating myself because I don't want to socialize and I'm kind of tired and I'm upset or disappointed or yada, yada, yada for one reason or the other, right? So I go isolate myself. And then as I isolate myself to give myself space and time to re-energize, I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking about, wow, how come I need to isolate? The people I love are coming to hang out and they want to spend time and everyone's having a good time. I could just go have a good time and do whatever I want, right? But then I get into that pattern and that cycle of, okay, I isolate, I overthink, I feel worse, right? So the isolation isn't even making me feel better at that point. And so that's just the pattern I noticed at that moment. And so I took some time to kind of try and think about, okay, I noticed that these thoughts are coming and this pattern is coming. So what can I really do about it? Or what is even causing these negative thoughts to come into my head? And honestly, I couldn't really come up with a good answer. I really couldn't come up with a good enough answer for myself. I lied there and tried to think about, okay, why don't I feel great about this party? And I think I gave myself reasons like, oh, my job is kind of sucking my soul out, right? My job sucking my soul out. The party was on a Saturday and Friday was my work day, and it just wasn't a really good work day. All the issues that I'm still dealing with kind of just came up. And even though it's nothing really new, it just kind of bothered me. And the fact that, oh, maybe my Friday night wasn't as great or as relaxing or as re-energizing as it could have been. And then Saturday rolls around and I did some things for myself in the morning, but because maybe I didn't have time to relax to myself, I didn't really want to be a part of the party as it was beginning. So I asked myself, okay, if I'm feeling this way at the moment because of all these different things, what could I really do for myself to make myself feel better? Is it really isolating myself? Is it really like trying to take a nap? Is it digging through these emotions and these thoughts and figuring out, okay, why exactly am I feeling this way? And what action could I do about it? Or maybe figuring it out is the action. But ultimately, I don't think I came up with a good enough answer or a good enough action. I kind of just lied there and I got into my bed and let myself kind of fully relax because I have a yoga mat on the floor that I use for stretching. And I was kind of just lying down on the floor, just thinking about this all. So I guess instead of that, I let myself fully relax. I got into my bed. And even though I didn't really take a nap, I kind of just let myself be in my bed for however long I needed. And then as I heard more people arriving and I heard more familiar voices, I think I allowed myself to then get up when I felt like I wanted to go say hi to the certain people who were coming in. And eventually I did have, I had a good time. There were times where I was having fun. We played some games, we were talking, and then other times as the night went on, I did just get drained again, and I was tired, and I was just kind of spectating everything that was going on. Even though everybody was having a very energized and fun time, I was just kind of on the side watching, which is completely fine. And then eventually, I just turned in to my own bed and went to sleep, basically. It's difficult knowing that you fall into these cycles and these patterns, and you can't really figure out what it is that you need to do to break out of that cycle, or even why you fall into that cycle in the first place. And the reasons why I fell into that cycle are not new reasons either. It's like the stress from my job, it's the thoughts about probably needing to move in a year, and it's even wanting to be like a happy, energized person around my friends and family for this party. So if I'm not that version of myself that is like energized and happy to see people, then I don't really want to be around those people, because I don't want to kind of bring down their mood or have them ask me, "Oh, what's wrong? What's going on? How come you're like sad or tired, or you look kind of bored?" All I could say is like, "Oh, I'm just tired. I'm just drained." It's kind of like the usual. It's a cycle. It's a cycle for everything. These other parts of my life that I'm not happy with, which are my job and my living situation, which I will need to change in a year or two, or even my love life, right? My love life isn't going, I don't have a love life. I don't have a love life, right? I got out of a relationship 2 years ago, and I haven't dated really since. And I think the trauma and the undigested emotion from that previous relationship is still affecting me. And it's kind of preventing me from dating. So are other things, but I think I'm letting it become an excuse for me to not date. But basically, I just want to take action. I'm trying to take action. It is not acting without thinking, it is acting before you overthink. So it's great if you can pick out these cycles and dissect them and figure out, okay, why am I feeling this way? What can I do to get out of this feeling? And then you just act. So when it comes to me not feeling energized for the party, it's because of my life circumstances. It's because I didn't have a great day or night before the party started, and I didn't really have enough me time to energize myself in preparation for the party. But I allowed myself to dissect it mentally. I isolated myself to dissect it mentally. I didn't linger on it too much, although I did linger on it. And when I felt like I was ready to go out and talk to people, then I let myself go out to talk to people. Because it can also be like, oh, I isolated myself and I've been in my room for like an hour, and then it becomes harder and harder to get out of the isolation once you've put yourself there. I really pushed myself to be like, okay, I hear people, I want to go say hi, let me force myself out, and then I don't have to think about how it looked like when I went missing for an hour or whatever. And then putting it the same application to my love life, it's like, okay, my last relationship didn't go great in these areas, how can I make it better for the next time? And then just put myself out there, and then date if I want to date. I don't need to let the past define me now and predict my future. My past doesn't have to predict my future if I take action towards a future that I want. And so I'm still having difficulty reconciling with what kind of steps I want to take for my job. I've been doing these YouTube videos to kind of get some creative juices flowing, to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I think I've been getting more used to talking to the camera in my bedroom. I think a really big step would probably be filming these videos just like out in the open somewhere. It doesn't even have to be around like a lot of people in public, but I think if I could find a park area somewhere where no one will really bother me and I can just talk to myself to the camera, I think that would be a pretty good step. I've been trying to think about some places, but no really good place comes to mind. But I'll keep thinking, and then maybe I'll have other videos where I'm just talking outside or somewhere else. But yeah, do you guys fall into a cycle? Have you caught yourself falling into a cycle? Have you dissected what that cycle is about? And have you found a good way to get out of that cycle or that? Yeah, pretty much. So if you find yourself getting caught in one of your cycles, I suggest mentally dissecting the reasons why you are falling into this cycle again, why you're feeling these emotions or having these thoughts over and over again, taking some kind of action to get out of it. So you can think about it, but don't overthink about it. And it's not about fully defeating the cycle. Hopefully one day you can, but I think it's about shortening the cycle as much as possible, right? It's like baby steps. It's like with my 10K training. I want to get faster, but if I force it, I'm probably going to hurt myself. And the whole goal is to just do better little by little. So if you can't break your cycle fully for whatever reason, just try to gain that self-awareness to realize, okay, I am getting into my cycle. I want to get out of it quicker. And what can I do to get out of the negativity? And that way it'll be more manageable for you if you start to feel down about yourself. And that is my suggestion to you. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do about my job. I really don't like the job I'm at. And it's not a bad job, but I think I just want more out of my professional life because you spend so much time working like a 9 to 5. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, if it doesn't align with who you are or your goals, or even align with you mentally, like solving problems, or you're not happy with what you're sacrificing for the work, then, we need to find some other kind of work. I'm still having trouble with it because I feel like there's a lot of options, but not a lot of options for me. But I'm still going to try and do my best. I enjoy these little talks because it kind of allows me to just blurt my thoughts out and tell myself that it's going to be okay. Things can be serious, but life is also not so serious. So, try to break your cycles, take action where you need to, but give yourself time. Give yourself time, and then things will get better eventually. Thanks for understanding that this video is a late video. And if you guys have any topics you want me to talk about, let me know. But I'm just going to keep rambling about random stuff. So until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.